A very good morning to everyone in the Pitch USM team. So my name is Naresh Ravi and I'm from final sem of MBA at USM. So I will share about my experience on the journey of my pitching. So before I start, I would like to share my background, okay, what I've been doing. So actually, I'm a project and technical manager where I involved in the poultry industry for past 9 years, where I involved in farm development, smart farming project, and broiler and breeder farm operations. So besides that, I'm a graduate of a Bachelor in Applied Science in Animal Science from UMK, and I'm recognized as a professional technologist by MBOT and a member of a World Poultry Science Association. So as you can see, this is a modern poultry closed house where this is where I involve in the designing and implementation of the smart farming system in the poultry industry. So I would say that my pitching journey, the seed of my idea start here, where I was actually sharing about a zero waste approach to the government department, okay, and a smart farming project. So during here, I found out that we face one major problem in the poultry industry, which is chicken feather waste, okay? Because normally after we process the chicken feathers, the chicken, the feather waste are usually burned up. So when you burn the feather waste, they actually produce sulfur dioxide gases, which is harmful to the environment. So this is where I got an idea to convert the chicken feather waste into a high protein feather meal to be used as a protein substitute in an animal feed, where we could reduce the feed costs. So this is where I start my pitching journey last year. Okay, and during pitch at USM, actually the training provided pitch at USM give me more ideas how I could actually develop my pitch deck and what should I focus on that part. So after winning a pitch at USM, actually I participated in a SME Sandbox Switch Innovation Challenge where I won a first runner-up. During my pitching at the SME Sandbox Swiss Innovation Challenge, I found out that the investors are more interested in actually in your roadmap. Uh, where are you now? What challenges are you facing, and how are you going to go to the next step? So actually, roadmap is important during our pitching. So here, I would like to share my 5 pitching guide, which actually helps me to go through the pitching journey. So the first part, I found out that we should have a clear pain point actually. Uh, what I found out that is, I found out that many team, when they present the clear pain point, they have more than 5 pain point actually, 5 to 10. So actually this actually confuse the judges. They don't know actually what is the core problem. So actually we should prioritize the pain point, focus only on maximum 3 core pain points, 1 to 3. And from there, we should develop our pitch. So if you are using data, we should make it more visual and comparative. For example, you said that we have a problem of poultry waste production of 100 ton per year. We could actually make it more comparative, like this 100 ton waste could fill a 10 lorries, so that the judges has some ideas how much is your how much they could visualize your problem. Besides that, we should emphasize more on the urgency of the pain point, where your pain point should be urgent, where it should not be solved tomorrow, it should not be solved in the future, it should be solved now. So this gives an idea that your product or your services is important and reliable. And the second point is we should keep the pitch deck as simple as possible, and we should avoid actually putting more words where more words like an essay, which could confuse the judges. And we should use our own photos instead of stock images to feel more authentic and relatable. And when you are explaining about graph, we shouldn't like explain each of the bar chart or line graph like the x-axis, y-axis, those kind of thing. We should just summarize the graph, like this graph proves that our cost is 40% lower, for example. And finally, we should avoid technical terms because most of our investors or judges is from different background. So if we are using technical terms, some of them wouldn't understand it. So we should actually speak in their language so that they could understand what is our product and what is our solution. So the third is we should really understand at which stage we are actually, or we call it the technology readiness level, at which TRL are we, so that we know at next stage what we should be doing and how much is the cost and what is the problem that we are facing to move to the next stage. So to show this, maybe we can use a progress bar or timeline to show that we are at idea stage or prototype or pilot or a commercialization stage. And we should also put more photos, okay, more photos of your product or your process, and we just show that to the judges. You don't need to explain the photos. Maybe we put a few slides just to show that 1 second of each photos so that we could actually more creditable. And number 4 is we should know our investors, okay. So before our pitching, we actually should know our investors, but I believe at pitch at USM, they won't tell who is our judges at the final. So this is for the actually for outside when we are in pitching to the investors. So we should know who are they and what do they care about. So I would like to share one experience where I was pitching for my company to the East Coast Economic Region office to the CEO. So before I start my pitch, actually I researched about the CEO. What is his background? So I found out that his background is more on the finance part. So I anticipated that he would ask more on financial question. So after my pitching to him, he only asked more about the financial, like the ROI and what is your company turnover, those kind of thing. So by actually knowing our investors, we could know that what question they might be asking. Okay. And number 5, pitch to the brain in the right order. This will be more to a psychological order. So actually this book helps me a lot. Okay, Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. So he stated that the brain can be divided into 3 aspects actually: prop brain, midbrain, and neocortex. So when we are presenting to the investors, we actually should get past their prop brain, where they filters danger, boredom, and confusion. So when you are starting your pitching, when it's too like confused or a normal idea and not interesting, it actually get blocked at the prop brain. So what we should do actually, we should make it more interesting at our start of the pitching, so that it could get past the prop brain and go to the midbrain, where we should tell a more story based, so that we could be connection to them. Then only we should throw the data, a more logic, like a statistic and those kind of thing. So this is where I made a mistake actually, where initially I used to start with the technical slides, explain more technical stuff, and actually I found out that it doesn't work actually. So we should start in the right order. Start with the emotion, build the connection, then give the data. So the takeaway here, I would like to summarize what Albert Einstein said. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. So in order to make the pitching successful, we should make it as simple as possible and build a connection with the investor so that they could understand your product and invest. Thank you. That's all from my part.
Wonderful.